Okay. Let's get on that nice music and, well, no, it's not music now, is it? Okay. Let's hope my computer can handle this. I don't think I can handle this. Okay. Stream. Gonna have a new system here. It's gonna be so cool. And yeah. Can I look at? We're using a new program here, Streamlabs, instead of OBS. But I hope it sounds good, or at least something like that. Shit, fucking water. Maybe I'll change my starting screen sometime soon. But, you know, we've got a lot of upgrades this stream, so that's pretty cool. We didn't have an exact winner, but we're going to see how this all plays out. Streaming's so stressful, but maybe one day I'll actually, you know, stop being a baby about it. Mm-hmm. I don't know whenever I turn on one of these. I have like a specific date and all that, but like I still somehow feel unprepared. But yeah. Heck. All right. Okay, there's more viewers and stuff like that. Oh, Rinny's online too. Nice. We're going to be redesigning Misfortune today, so that's gonna be fun. Listen up, watch it. Okay. I'm gonna have a good time. That kind of thing. What the heck? Oh. Thank you. Thank you, my man. It means a lot to me. Yeah, this is just gonna be a chill stream, and we're just gonna be redesigning Misfortune's skin for the Ruin King event, so yeah. Let's see. Oh gosh, what the heck? Anyway, let's see. Ah, get me out of here. I'm just waiting for a couple of viewers to trickle in, or whatever, so we can explain the basic concept. I don't know. We've gone for 3 episodes, so that's impressive. I don't think people would be that interested in that, but apparently, yeah. This time we're actually going to do a skin instead of a full character, because Misfortune, well, her like in-game model does need like a ton of fucking work. She's got enough canon, like nice designs, usually from Ruin King itself, that we don't have that much of a problem here. Now to get into it and see how this goes. I mean, I've actually gotten a couple of things set up beforehand, so that's pretty fun. This is way too fucking loud. Where's the volume on this? Okay. No. Alright. It's probably at the same exact goddamn volume it was, but you know, doesn't matter too much, huh? the fuck? Okay, whatever, Streamlabs. I can't. Okay, I need to concentrate. And we are going to go for it. Let me know if the water sounds annoying. Something like that, I don't know. Because right now we are going to get into the design portion of this. So, technically the skin's not, like, bad in any way. I mean, like, this her model in game's very, very clunky and doesn't look good at all for most skins she has. I mean, like, the newer ones, like Anima Squad, are nice and have, like, a very nice fluid, like, bouncy kind of motion, but what saddens me is that this is supposed to be canon. This canonically happened to Miss Fortune, and it's so sad because she is, you know, a boss-ass bitch most of the time. Let's see. I can show you what my favorite Fortune skin is here, actually. I mean, not on her actual character model, mind you, but that splash art is still something else. Like, this is the kind of pirate bullshit I like. I mean, in the Rune King game, they give her a more heart-shaped silhouette with how her bustier and her cape go about this whole thing. But I like what they did for it. It looks so much like Halloween. Like, you know, those cheap plastic Halloween costumes or whatever? That's what this skin looks like, which is such a shame, because, like, this is so fucking cool. With their, like, pants and all that. And, I mean, honestly, most of Miss Fortune's, like, design qualities that are considered bad are usually fixed in shorts and that kind of thing. Like, the Graves and TF one. You could see her pants pretty well. It gives her a nice professional look, but it also makes her look very piratey, which is more than I can say for her original design, which was nothing but bait. Now we've got to talk about this mess. We are going to try to fix it in a way that it actually makes sense for Miss Fortune's character. Because this doesn't really give me the all-corrupted power that Viego, like, essentially wanted to, well, enticed her with in the first place. None of this says power except for maybe the shark guns. And while shark guns are a cool concept, it's not really something that you should go all in for when the rest of the look is basically just a bodysuit and a big fucking hat. It's a very cool bodysuit, I'll give you that. And it probably would have been a pretty cool alternate universe skin. But this, it's not really it doesn't go by the same metrics when it's canon. Let's see, I can show you her model for it here. The slit is super fucking cool, or whatever, right? But none of this, like, implies the power or brutality that her inherent wish would have been. Also, I don't really get the whole, like, triangle-shaped chest thing. For Viego, it's because Isolde, you know, stabbed him in the fucking chest or whatever, and that's where the black mist comes from, right? But for Misfortune, it's just there. She's not even dead. Like, it's just such a weird concept. But the shark guns are cool. So we're gonna probably keep the shark theming here and try and go for something else in general. Kitten rescue. What the heck? Aw. Honestly, Riot should have given the creators a little bit more time for the visual novel, if I'm being completely honest. It's not really fair. They got dealt a very rough hand. And, I mean, they made the art for her really fucking cool. Let me get rid of that. Where she's got the slits and she's got shark gun and all that. But it kind of erases her whole character. Like, none of this really suggests her, like, being more like Gangplank or anything like that. It's just kind of weird in total. Back. Oh. Thank you. I have to go over some things here, but thank you very much. It blinks too. So, I mean, Misfortune didn't technically win the poll. It was basically a 50-50 split between LeBlanc and Misfortune, but like, I've got all these references here. Anyway, we're going for Ruined King Misfortune, who looks like this, and is canonically what happens to her when this ancient king comes from the dead because his wife doesn't like him anymore. Anyway, in the plot, she gets tempted by the idea of being able to unify Bilgewater, just using the power to do so. But this design doesn't clearly evoke any sort of connection between her or Gangplank or the idea of power. None of this really exemplifies power, it just exemplifies, like, being horny, which is fine if, like, it was an alternate universe skin, but it's not. And that's the fucking problem. I can show you Captain Misfortune. She's super fucking cool. I think you'll like her. Yeah. I could also maybe get the chat box up here, but I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm trying out new things here. Here's Miss Sarah Fortune, and this looks super fucking cool, but Ah, good. The thing works, actually. Yeah, she is such a badass. Uh, I'll have to show you what her in-game model looks like. You, yes, I do have the chat on screen now, technically. But I can also just remove it if I want to. Let's see. I should probably move it so it makes more sense. Here works, I guess. Capitan Fortune. Let's see. She looks really cool in her splash art, but this is what she looks like in game, which isn't, you know, like, it's fine, right? Technically, but no, it looks like a cheap Halloween version of it, really, which is really fucking sad. Like, her proportions are all over the place in League of Legends, which is a shame. It's a shame, but yeah, we're gonna. I'll show you what she looks like in Rune King, which is one of my favorite games that they've released. She looks so fucking cool. I mean, like, it's just because a lot of characters have very, very old character models. Ones that are from, like, the 2000s and stuff like that. It's PS2 level graphics, but you also have a bunch of new champions that have, like, very, very detailed and, like, competently animated, like, skeletons and that kind of thing. So it's a mix of things. Really what they need to do is keep a better job going over that kind of thing. Anyway, here's what she looks like in Ruin King. Should just get it up here. She's great. You can see how it's like, she's got this whole heart motif and stuff like that. And she looks like she can reasonably run a fucking boat. Yeah, she's the new Reaver Queen of Bilgewater. So yeah. It's just really sad that, you know, this version of Misfortune happens to develop into this version of Misfortune. We aren't girl bossing too hard over that one, you know? So, let's go back here. I really, really love the Ruin King game in general. It's a fun way of, like, having just a few champions interact with the world and all that. Very cool. She's got a nice 3D model that can actually handle her actions and stuff like that. And Alawi is there too, and she looks so fucking sick. I'll show you the whole cast here. My favorite's Pike. This is the champions. Yasuo is cut out of the picture, but I don't really want to. I don't really care about Yasuo. I do care about Alawi and Braum and Pike, and I mean a little bit about Ari. She's got a cool design. Well, this design of hers is, like, for me, the best version. Let's see. Can I? No, I can't show you what Yasuo looks like. Alawi is great, and also her arc in this is great too. I'm so fucking sad what they did to Pike and Misfortune. Because Pike, I should really tell you about him sometime, but he's got some of the most, like, he's got really, really good cards and all that. So I'll tell you about Alawi here, because she's easy to explain. She is a Buru priestess who preaches her god Nage Nagakeboros, and it's all about how people need to change and flow in order to grow as people and all that stuff. She loves to fight, she lives to fight, and she's not afraid to tell it like it is and that kind of thing. She's very interesting to listen to in game. I really recommend like watching a playthrough of this game in particular. It's called Ruined King. It's very nice. It's very, very cool. Braum, it's funny because he's from a completely different realm. Well, not realm, but country. And yes, Ruined King. It's so good. I'm glad that Riot Forge made it. If you don't, it's a very different kind of game. What? I can't read that. Also, did you make the air strands look like ghosts? Because it's awesome. No, not really. But, yeah, I can see that. Okay, we're gonna get off the internet now. I can see. Don't mind that. No, I'm supposed to look kind of like a sea bunny. I really hope that the new champion is kind of like a sea slug. But I'm not sure, you know? Also, my persona in general, no, it's not a shark. Like the two mouths are supposed to be the Kuchisake Onna, which is the slit mouth woman. That's what my Sona is originally supposed to look like. The tail is supposed to look like a stingray's, but no, you're not stupid. Just lack a little bit of common sense. Also, you know, shark teeth don't make it like, it makes it a little bit harder, but sharks don't have these ears or whatever. I mean, like, I don't really make mention of, like, my character doesn't wear a mask and doesn't have the characteristic gore, but, yeah, that's where the idea came from of the three mouths. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Can I not get copyright claimed? No more copyright claims. I just want to listen to music and make some YouTube videos. Alright, let's get to work on Misfortune here. She's a super She's basically the girl bossiest of characters the world's ever seen. Even though her like card designs in Runeterra don't really reflect too well on that. I'm not dying. I'm not dying. Let's see. So basically, this is another design that she has here. Ruined King. Well, this is the novel, Ruined King, and it sucks so fucking bad. I do not recommend ever looking at it. Just play Ruined King and enjoy life, and don't touch that little novel. I mean, the art looks nice, but like everyone's characterization is so off. It completely defeats the purpose of like almost anyone's arc in the game that they released. Yo! Hello, Frone. We are going to be doing Misfortune today. We're gonna redesign. And when I mean redesigner, I mean just like we're essentially gonna take her Ruined King model here. Well, not this one, but this one. And we're gonna make some improvements on that. Because I think this demonstrates power a lot more effectively than Shark Guns McGee. Because this, she actually looks like, you know, a military leader. You know, still got the pirate theme down. I think I can give her more pirate accents. But basically, we're just gonna trash over that event that happened. It was a sad time. But, you know, we are getting through it. This version rules so fucking hard. Also, yeah, like it's no fucking contest. I mean, like, I guess on who's better, like, jack-off material, but I shouldn't really be rating characters based on that. Like, I just want things in canon to be, you know, not fucking dumb. I'm gonna struggle on whether or not I'm gonna keep the shark guns. Because these guns are, like, way more competent in every single way, but, like, also, like, the only good part of, like, bewitching Misfortune is her candle guns. So, you know, true default for, you know, we are very classy here at, the Metal Choco stream. So yeah, we're gonna take some bits here and there. Mostly we're gonna focus on this design though, because this is a way more gangplanky design than, you know, the Wooba out. Also, I don't, like, she shouldn't have a hole in her chest that's, like, in this one. Like, she isn't undead. She didn't die. She just, like, fell under Viego's influence. She should not have an Isolde-shaped hole there. It's not like that. Also, her in-game model isn't very good. Honestly, you'd think they'd treat these, you know, the money makers models better, but apparently not. Like, her and Ari just have some of the weirdest fucking models I've ever seen. Like, she's not even standing like a human. No human stands like this. It's not even like a cool pose that she's in. She's like just weirdly squatted. Like, what did you just, like, you covered her ass already. Like, ugh. Okay, we're gonna get through this. This track's given me it all. But, you know, the one thing I like about these skins is the color palette, which is great, because it's the only thing that they have in common. So, I think we are gonna start here, you know, actually drawing. Crazy, I know, but we might be a drawing stream after all, guys. Also, please don't demonetize me or flag me, copyright system. I like how in game for Miss Fortune here, her signature ability is called Love Tap, and one of her other abilities is called Heartbreaker, where she uses these two guns here. You get different ones depending on like what you're going for at the time or whatever. But yeah, they transform into a bigger fucking gun. And you know, that's the kind of action hero bullshit that I signed up for. Cause really, Miss Fortune makes a really, really fun action heroine. So yeah, we're basically just gonna tweak the Ruined King Games version of Ruined Misfortune. I don't know if I want to give her the fucking, like, the leg slit is kind of cool, but like it's mostly just there to be sexy. And you know, I'm not immune to that. But we're just trying to go for power here. So she should look a little bit like Gangplank. Also, I'm thinking that I'm gonna make those chains around her waist here anchors, because nautical themed stuff is pretty cool, you know? Though I don't really agree that, like, I guess she is the type of bitch to rock up wearing heels or whatever, but I feel like it's a bit impractical for her in general. Like, Samira definitely wears, you know, heels, because she is about that, and I love her very much. But we're not talking about Samira, we're talking about Miss Motherfucking Fortune. And I like that her whole thing is basically just trying to get revenge for the trauma that Gangplank caused her. And that she's slowly figuring out that how Gangplank ruled Bilgewater was the only way that he really could run Bilgewater. I like that Gangplank isn't just some other generic villain. It makes him human. And it makes Miss Fortune human too. Also, her her voice lines with everyone are very nice. Like the Legends of Runeterra ones. I'm always happy with those guys. Let's see. What I mean by that is like Vi and all that. She's just fucking flirting with them. Which is like such a misfortune move. She basically uses her femininity to strategic use. And I think that's a pretty cool way to take her character, which was originally nothing but a sex pot, character. They did that to 2 of the sex pot characters, actually. Because Ari was also nothing but like a weird, horny demon type of deal. Like a succubus that was like ashamed of being a succubus. Because that's essentially her character type. But really, it's not. What I mean is, wait, what do I mean? So, Evelyn works. Evelyn works very, very well for her designed trope. It is exactly the right amount of horny. But for some characters, you just don't need it. It shouldn't be there at all. Like, Misfortune is a flirty person, and that's why the sexuality is still in keeping, besides the fact that, like, less skin sales would happen if she wasn't like that. But, like, we're going out of our way to actually make her a character now. Also, I'm happy that Braum is here. He just shows up. Like, the Freljord is very, very far away from Bilgewater. But they just wanted Braum in here because all the others are just anti-social freaks. So, it's good to round out the cast. My favorite character is Pike in the Rune King. Mostly because I really like his design in general. It's weird how many, like, proletariat, like, league characters there are. Like, I'm pretty sure the Silas stuff is very much intentional with that kind of thing. Where it's like, no more kings, all that. And honestly, he's right. I don't understand why they keep trying to make it like a both sides issue. Like, one's literally, like, genociding a bunch of mages because they're mages, and the other side just wants to live. So, there's a bit of a difference there. Pike was also coded with proletariat stuff. And honestly, I think that it could have been a cool way to take his character going forward in general. Because it's more like he cares about the crew and he's after the captains. And, I mean, like, in Bilgewater specifically, that's a real problem. Where, like, wealthy captains will just sit back and relax, and like, the actual laborers will break their backs doing extremely dangerous things for little to nothing just to get by. And that's not fair. Pike died that way. And, he is a revenant who obsessively goes after the people that were supposedly on his crew, the ones that supposedly abandoned him. Throughout this game, he starts to actually be able to choose. It's all very nice, like, to finally see that what Pike's doing isn't because of any outside force and all that. I mean, that is an interesting ship there. Kill Captain in the list. Date Nautilus. I haven't drawn Nautilus. Just because of their interactions, I have drawn a little bit of Braum and Pike art because I think they are very, very cute. I mean, like, honestly, you can ship anyone in this game together and it would make a pretty good ship. Like, honestly, you could totally just call them, like, in a poly relationship and call it a day. I wonder if they're gonna retcon the ribbon thing so that Yasuo actually has something to do. I'm excited for Song of Nunu to come out because I do really love those two. But we can actually talk about the update that came. Well, the roadmap, actually. The champion roadmap. So, we saw a bit of Skarner. So, that's pretty cool. I'm happy that, like, he's getting the attention that he deserves. You know, it's just really fucking sad for him in general. But let's see. Another issue here is now we're getting something called a total gameplay update, which is what's happening with Aurelian Sol. Because he's got a super cool design. He's a big constellation space dragon. And Riot knows that his design is popular. It's just that his gameplay isn't. Because it sucks. And, you know, it just sucks in general to, you know, try and actually use him in, like, a competitive sense. Mostly because of the stars. But I'm really excited to see what they do about that whole thing. Because that means that we are going to get something in terms of monster champions in general. I saw a bit of the Void Empress leaks because I'm on Twitter and I don't really have anything else to do. And, I mean, they look really fucking sick. I really, really want to see it. Finally, they buff him because he was in the forgotten chair for a while. It's true. Because, I mean, like, they're not just buffing him. They are going to give him a whole complete gameplay, like, overhaul. Because, you know, it's not about how many buffs you give to Aurelian. It's about his kit just doesn't work at fucking all. And it's sad. It's sad. But we are gonna get something new from it. And I am excited for that change up, you know? Let's get this off the screen. But yeah. The new Void Empress is going to be out soon, so that'll be fun. She looks a bit like a moth or a stingray. I'm just happy that she's not full Kaisa again. If they did that, I would have fucking cried, man. League doesn't need another, like, sexy woman character. I mean, like, we can have sexy women in all different shapes, right? We just only have, like, 3 choices in the department of different body types here, you know? Like, I'm happy that with, like, Renata, they actually gave her wrinkles. She actually looks like a mom. Well, not like a mom. Oh, hello. Hi, Rennie. It is not an anime fan service character. It is a monster character. I was really scared when they talked about how beautiful she was. We really dodged a full-on bullet there. You know, because, oh my gosh, if it was like an Evelyn situation, you can only pull that so many times before you just have to fucking cry, man. Like, Gwen would have been really fun as, like, a doll type situation, like what I did with Shaco, or whatever. But we didn't do that. So, she's just a lady with ringlets. Honestly, just give her Yarner. Also, thank you. I finally figured it out. And, yeah, blanks and stuff, too. Maybe one day I'll actually upgrade to the full deal, but right now, I think this is a good thing. Oh, let's see. Also talking about that champion roadmap is, no! Okay, Nightbot is, I guess Nightbot didn't like that. Thanks, Nightbot. You are my literal only moderator. But Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about that, Rennie. Thanks. Oh my god. Yeah, Nightbot hates a lot of people. I'm sorry about that. The old PNG was made by my friend Toast TV, so you should check them out if you like, if you liked that style too. This one I made fully by myself, because I mean, like, those characters are really fun, but you know, I also wanted to, you know, just play around with my own designs for a bit. It's for a cohorts thing or whatever. But yeah, about the champion roadmap. So we are going to get Udyr coming soon. I'm guessing that he's gonna release. I didn't say anything, actually. I didn't say anything. Ignore the last few minutes or whatever. But yeah, the champion roadmap, we are going to get Udyr pretty soon, which is good for all 5 Udyr mains out there. In general, I hope that it goes well, because I mean, that was the jankiest PS2 model I've ever fucking seen. It was. embarrassing. So we're getting a complete gameplay update. Honestly, I would kill several men behind the CVS if I could get, like, a Riot Forge Yordle game. But more than that, more than anything, I just want Vhagar to have an actual model. Like, his kit is great. You don't have to change anything about it. Nothing about his kit needs to be changed at fucking all. Just give him a proper character model. 'Cause, oh my gosh, you can count the polygons on that. And he's so cute. Why would you do that to him? You know, it also makes me sad that we got an astronaut skin for him instead of, you know, one, like, of him being, like, you know, an actual alien or being part of, you know, part of Space Groove. That would have been cool. But yeah, he's got real serious pizza feet. Like, my idea for, like, just an overall Vhagar update is just how you see me draw him or whatever, where it's like him fuzzy, like, and it's his eyes and he's trying to hide and stuff like that, but he's got a hat. His hat's like this now, so it shows one of his ears at all times, and it has like this kind of thing, and his metal on his hat doesn't have to look so stupid now. It can look like Mordekaiser's, what are they called? Horns on his helmet. And, yeah. Looks a bit like this. Like, that is a... That's the way that I would just, you know, make his model and character design less, black mage-y and less, ridiculous in terms of poly count. Because he's supposed to be basically a parody of Mordekaiser. But, God. I would kill for so many... I would kill for a lot of content, really. We get so little. Anyway, let's get back to Misfortune. It's weird that Ruined Shyvana and Ruined Draven are actually, like, upgrades in terms of character design. I guess it's because Draven hasn't had a lot of love as of recently, which is funny because he's supposed to be, like, a really cool, like, wrestling heel type, but he's not dressed flamboyantly enough. Ruined Draven is just more Draven, and honestly, that works so fucking much for him. Though I've never seen it actually on him, on his character model, so my opinion might change if I see it. And I am choosing to not do that. Bow, bow, ba-dow. Monkey Draven. Alright, like, it's so weird that, like, despite the internet's love for monkeys, we get fucking nothing for Wukong. It's because he's, it's because he's literally just Sun Wukong, but in League of Legends for some goddamn reason. I don't know why they did that. Like, if you got rid of Wukong, nothing would change about the story. But honestly, the champion I would like to remove the most is Nidalee, because There is no good Nidalee skin. It's just kind of depressing to look at her and her fucking weird ass PlayStation 1 model. And, you know, no hate to the PlayStation. I love how janky those models look. It's just, in a game like League of Legends with such detailed character, like rigs and stuff like that, it's just like a whole... It's just really fucking jarring, man. You have to make sure to, you know, keep tabs on that kind of thing, because otherwise it just starts to look bad in general, I guess. But I feel like I'm listening. This is kind of monkey vibes. I'm feeling a monkey vibe from the song, which is really funny. Alright, let's see. Oh, also I gained a follower. Probably because I used a tag or something. I don't know. Honestly, I just want to see more Riot Forge games. Because, you know, with League of Legends, it's always like rushing to like one champion release to another. But for like an actual game, you don't have to be so wishy-washy with your time. So we don't get more Hecarim skins. I literally do not care about that horse. Also, happy belated Weed Day, and also belated, well, no, actually today is Earth Day. So that's fun. Save the earth and all that. No buying NFTs for any of y'all. And let's see. Oh, also I really like the new region that was teased in Shurima. To me, like, Shurima is very, very similar to, you know, my background, because my dad is North African. So, I mean, the only representation I get of, you know, Egypt in media is usually ancient Egypt, which sucks, because, it's not very accurate to the one that's, you know, now. Like, you know, it's just the representation you're stuck with. And, you know, it just kind of blows. Like, I mean, there's more than just pyramids and sand in Egypt and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm glad that they're making like this really colorful version of Shurima. It's like a good step in the right direction, because most of Shurima is based off of like really, really fucking old shit that like most characters don't care about anymore. And, you know, it's just kind of boring. Like, Renekton and Nasus are literally just Anubis and, fuck, I forgot the crocodile god's name. Anyway, yeah. They're, and, you know, Shurima, your emperor has returned. He's a pigeon. like, I don't care about that storyline. I don't think most people do unless you like Azir, I guess. Sivert isn't a good representation of, like, literally anything. She's way too, like, underdressed for, you know, a desert. She should be wearing linens. But, also, her splash art on, like, her level 1 card is just ridiculous to look at. Because of how fucking skinny her waist is made. Like, I get having a bit of cartoon fun here and there, but, like, that's not... Guys, please. I mean, like, Sivir's not a very interesting character either. Because I don't do anything with her, to be fair. So, I guess, like, I just hope that something's done with her eventually. And we can get something out of that. But yeah, the new champion roadmap. I'm guessing that the place that we saw in Shurima is going to be the place of 1,000 colors. Which, the Bilgewater, teaser was also about. I'm really hoping that that claw marky, tavern scene, is kind of like, my avatar right now. It would be I really would love to see more Mirai. That's what, my character right here is based off of. With, like, the black pupils and stuff like that. I mean, this character in general, it's supposed to look... Because I like Menhera, and all that stuff, because it relates to my storied history in hospitals and stuff like that, so this character right here is supposed to be like a lifeguard type deal. I mean, like, a Bilgewater support, like, honestly, they should make a lifeguard character, like, one that's, like, proxy lifeguard, at least, if they ever do a Bilgewater support, because, honestly, that would be so fucking sick. Like, I mean, it's all right there. Anyway, hire me, Riot. I make good ideas. And I've got, like, 14 followers on Instagram. As we move along, maybe we'll get more people to party in here. Let's see. This should look a bit like a captain's coat here. I haven't really been talking too much about Ruined Misfortune here, but that's because, I mean, the Ruined King game just gave us a better Ruined Misfortune skin, and, like, they, like, didn't sweat it. Let's see. Also, for those that don't know, you can also recommend me songs if you don't want to listen to whatever the fuck this song is. I think I'm gonna try and keep the shark gun. I've had it up to here with all your damn dirty double crossing, Missy Fortune. The only thing good about the Sentinels event was Graves' voice lines. Even though one, like, implies that the reason why Pike is, like, good now is because Alawi, like, did something to his brain, which I don't fucking like. Come on, just give Pike some agency, for Christ's sake. It makes him less of a character. Also, like, you should give Twisted Fate an Arcana skin. Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. He literally is playing card themes. It doesn't take a goddamn genius to figure that one out, guys. It really, really doesn't. Also, if they were to update the Ruined King game, I would love to see, like, maybe a Fizz boss fight, because he's actually, like, one of my favorite Yordles. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like Zaya and Rakan's one, and Ari as the priestess is really cool, but, like, Hecarim? Really? Just give TF a good skin. It's not that hard. Alright, let's see. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. Fizz is one of my favorite Yordles, actually. And I'd love to see a boss fight, like, maybe if the Ruined King gets updated ever again. I would love, love, love to see a Tom Kench boss fight. And maybe some interactions with the Mirai. And I would also love to see Graves and TF. And also Fizz. I would like a Fizz boss fight. He is so fucking cute in, like, the Legends of Runeterra cards. I love him so much. Also, I would like to see, Fizz and Lore's goofy, funny in League with Yumi is a war crime. I mean, like, Fizz already commits several war crimes by being, like, around the mid lane anyhow. That's why it's fun to play him. But yeah, like, that sounds like hell on earth to deal with. What the fuck are you supposed to do against that? Like, watch? Farm? I don't fucking know. Let's see. Please, Riot. Please stop making female champions like the same body type. It is ridiculous. I'm really happy I looked at the leaked images of Belbeth, even though they're weird. I do have one game with it. I was AFK and going out eating with my dad and came back and see my Fizz is 35 kills. Like, what? You know, I mean, Fizz, like, champions like Fizz and Shaco are literally designed to be annoying and commit heinous war crimes, but I mean, you know, at some point you've gotta, like, stop. Alright, kids, no more war crimes for today. Like, go eat your, like, peanut butter sandwich. people think that Fizz shouldn't be a Yordle, because, I mean, like, he's based more off of, like, an axolotl and an octopus than anything else, but Legends of Runeterra try and rectify it. I think that his details where it's like he will go into a coma if he isn't if he doesn't interact with anyone, it actually coincides with my theories about Yordle lore in general. So, I mean, it gives me something in terms of that. So, I mean, that's a win in my book. What the fuck is this song? What am I looking at? System Shock 2. Okay. Also, I love Alawi and her big, strong muscles. I think that more League women should have muscles. Like, visible ones. Samir should crush my head. No caps here. But let's see. It's gonna be a fun, experience here. It's funny that they already made an actually decent Ruined Misfortune, and they just decided, nah, fuck that shit. But character consistency, that's a fucking joke, guys. We need to have skin sales up. And you know what that means? It means a weird metal thing on the side of a thigh. Just like give her like weird like tie pants or whatever. Those are cool. They're like the right amount of sexy. I don't want to be like the Baron of like having no fun ever, because sexy characters are fun. They are. It's just, you know, in certain scenarios you shouldn't prioritize that over a good character design. Like, her outfit here doesn't make any sense. You can have all the fun in the world, it's just, you know, there's a time and place for that. And you can do that with Misfortune just fine, because she's a confident young, lady here. But the thing is, you know, at a certain point, you have to stop making your, you know, female characters have stick-thin limbs that can't even hold said, item. It's ridiculous, really. And, these high heels, it's all over the place. Thank you, Ruined King Game, for being here to support me in my desperate hour of need. Because, I mean, Misfortune's still sexy in that game. She's still got plenty of appeal. It's just that it's not the only thing that you can tell about her. And that's a good distinction to have, because, I mean, there's certain characters that shouldn't be sexualized, obviously, and they've done a good job about that. Like, Zoe doesn't have any particularly sexual-looking skins out there, and that's great. It gives her a good identity, really shows you, the type of character she is. Also, that would be fucking weird. And characters can be designed for appeal. It's just that there should, like, if they are meant to be in a story, they should have more than appeal. And this right here, I mean, Ruined Misfortune is a character moment for her. This actually happens in her story. This is what Riot is claiming is canon. It might get retconned, I don't fucking know, but really, it's just like her struggles against the temptations that same kind of Bilgewater ruling have on a person, and that kind of thing. Yes, I mean, like, greedy is a bit of, like, an overstatement there, but it's basically the same premise. She wants to have the power to make sure that people understand her rule over Bilgewater. And that kind of thing. And really what was tempting her in the Ruined King game was the idea that she could bring her mother back to life. Which is a fallacy, and it's a big one. But, you know, it's one that, like, Misfortune definitely would have. It's a power fantasy of doing anything to be, like, no longer vulnerable. She's no longer a scared little girl. She can kill all of her enemies, and bring Bilgewater to the peace that it deserves to have. But the thing about ruling over a bunch of criminals is that it's really fucking hard to, you know, be respected. I think I'm gonna give her, like, kind of brass knuckle situation here. Misfortune is like a party animal, also. She's fun to drink with, she's fun to talk with, she is an action heroine at heart. And, you know, she makes for a very, very interesting character. It's just that Riot don't treat her the best sometimes. They treat Gangplank pretty well. Like, his new skin, Gangplank the Betrayer, it's so fucking rad. Based off of the boss fight that he had in-game, it honestly was great. Sea Dog Yasuo is fine too. It's a cool direction that his character might have gone in, but, I mean, I don't really like the skin too much. I don't really like Yasuo, though. I don't think anyone but Yasuo mains really like Yasuo. Except maybe Yone mains? I don't fucking know. They're over there doing their weird anime bullshit. And, you know, I'm happy to let them have that over there. I think it's just because Yasuo in game, like, first of all, he's not, like, the most, you know, groundbreaking of characters. He's just another classic, oh, I killed my brother type deal. Like, I do like Sea Dog Yasuo to a certain extent. Like, it's, like, kind of cool, but really, it's... Yasuo is just kind of... Well, first of all, he's got this really fucking weird ponytail. But I guess it's iconic, so they can't fucking change it. They just have to work with the silly ponytail now. So, yeah, Yasuo is just stuck in his, that kind of, look. And I'm really sorry for him. Also, it's weird that we didn't get that much, we didn't get too many mentionings of Nautilus in game, which is sad. I mean, like, we don't get too many, mentions of, like, Nautilus anywhere else, really. But, you know, it would have been nice. Rune King gave, like, a lot of cool ways to take characters, or whatever. But it seems like Riot doesn't really want to do anything like that. Honestly, I'm not gonna really care all that much about the Void event that's gonna go on soon. Mostly because I just don't like, I just don't fucking like Kaisa. She's kind of stupid as fuck. I mean, like, that's a bit mean, but it's just, there's so much you could do with her. Like, in terms of her design in general, but, like, and yes, Yorick is just the ultimate loser here. He didn't get a mention anywhere. Honestly, it would have been cool if he fucking... I hope they bring back Ping Pong Thresh mode. Oh my gosh. I would love to see, like, for DLC in the Rune King game, like a boss fight with Yorick, a boss fight with Nautilus, and a boss fight with Tahm Kench. That would be, like, the perfect DLC. Right, get on that. Like, it's an actual, like, fun, like, combat system that uses, like, the, you know, phases and stuff like that, the laning stuff that League of Legends has, and uses it to its advantage. It's all pretty cool. Let's see. I'm almost out of water. In a second, I'm probably gonna try and go to AFK mode and see how that works. Let's hope for not a repeat of last time, because that would be really sad. Though I think that we should still give her maybe a mix of her human skin tones. We are only looking respectfully, chat. Remember that. How are you liking the new setup, though? Is it good? Is it bad? I just want to make this, like, a nicer hangout sesh for everyone. So if I can, like, improve it in some ways, I would love to. Ooh, she's got fucking bone hands. What the fuck? That's pretty fucking sick. It's good. Thanks. We get such color commentary. I'm not much better myself, though. So so it's not really fair for me to whinge. Maybe in other videos or something, like later in these weekly meetups, I can show you how this thingy works more clearly, because it's got a bunch of different settings to it. It's pretty fun. Alright. Also, I'm using Streamlabs, so I hope that's not affecting the quality of the stream too much, unless it's like a better quality than it was before, in which case I wish for it to affect the quality very much so. Anyway, let's go for a time break here. See that clear? Alright, I'm gonna go for a second. Have fun without me, chat. I'll be back. Oh shit! Okay, I'm back. Yo, this beat's actually pretty sick. Oh my god. Hello, puppet friend. I'm back. I got my water. Thank you for welcoming back. I'm gonna actually maybe finish a drawing. I don't know. Honestly, it's up in the air right now. Yo, what the fuck is this song? It's pretty nice. I hope it doesn't get me demonetized. I wanted a more 2000s vibe, you know? So, I hope y'all are vibing, or at least trying to, because that's the most important thing. Trying. Oh, I also had like a good idea in my sleep, which was, you know, Nico or whatever. Her and the new champion Belveth as Godzilla and Mothra, respectively. That would be cool, right? I mean, I feel like Nico would just make a good Godzilla skin by herself, honestly. Like, you don't even have to add the newer champion to it. Though I do want to see what the release skin is for Belveth. Also, let's see. I also would love... Honestly, I just want a big visual update. I know I keep harping on about it, but it's true. I just want it so goddamn badly. Like his new VA for Legends of Runeterra is great. I hire it. Just make him do his voice lines for like the actual game and stuff like that. Give him a bunch of special interactions with like LeBlanc and like Aurelian Sol or Soraka, or like any of the Yordles like Heimerdinger or like Vex and stuff like that. That would be so fucking sick. I would literally... Right, if you need someone killed, just like contact me. I'm great. I'm available behind the Chili's. I fucking hate that place. And they give, like, I don't know how you fuck up a chicken tender, but they did, and it just like ruined my whole fucking night. Like, cause you were expecting something good, or like something at least mediocre. Like, you can't fuck up a chicken strip, but they fucking did. They did. Like, I don't understand like what went wrong, but they were all rubbery, and then I had to wait for like 2 hours to get a new batch that burnt the fuck out of my mouth. You know when you're like eating pizza or whatever and it fucking like takes half your mouth with it because it's too hot? That's what happened to me yesterday. It's not the most proud thing to admit, but you know. It's a influencer warning or something. Oh, fuck it. It's for your own good. Don't go to the Chili's. It's not worth the effort of driving there and sitting down. Yeah. This time my meds weren't even mistaken for party drugs this time. Which is what happened at like a previous establishment, and that sucked. I go to the hospital very often, if you didn't know that. Life's not all fun and games, but it can be fun and games a lot of the time. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Once we get like more viewers or whatever, I would love to do this like a laugh you will lose challenge or something. like, with media share and all that. Like, you guys send me in, like, links and that kind of stuff. And then, if I laugh, I would have to, like, start the entire drawing over. I think it would be a fun chat challenge or something. That and marbles. I also want to do marbles for, like, drawing ideas. Minecraft, but every time I die, I have to make a new image based off of how I fucking died. The best one becomes an emote or something. I don't know. But I'm thinking too far ahead. We're thinking in the moment. So, let's see. I think that, next week we'll probably be doing, LeBlanc unless Vayne somehow fucking wins. I don't know how that's gonna happen. No one likes Vayne. Unless you are, like, Vayne bot lane or something. They always seem to be the most toxic players on your team for some reason. I guess it's because they just need to be good. Her design does not fit in Runeterra at fucking all. It sucks. It sucks so hard. Thank you for the... What the fuck is this called? Thanks. I don't understand why, like, every single Vayne player is, like, mad 24/7. Like, any Vayne on your team is, like, basically guaranteed to be mad for some goddamn reason, and it's your fault that this team isn't winning. I don't even play, like, League that often. Well, I don't think I do at all, really. But, like, seriously, I don't, like, it's just a game, bro. I guess you shouldn't tell that to League of Legends players, though. Get mad. Yo, this shit's sick. Sounds like me dying to the beat. It's just a game, not Overwatch. Overwatch is so fucking weird, man. I think it's because I just like I like Team Fortress 2 way fucking better. It's, like, better in every single way. And it was made, like, 10 years before. And it's all just a bit sad. And then they're making Overwatch 2. Like, who asked for Overwatch 2? I don't think anyone did. It's a who asked situation there. Like, the problem with Overwatch is that they just kept adding new fucking people. TF2 is just so... I mean, like, first of all, it's such a, like, fun game to be in, anyhow. And, like, the mercs are all, like, fun and unique, and also you, like, why would you ever add a new merc or whatever, right? So, it was just about balancing the weapons that they had, and that kind of thing. Which, like, Valve, please. The game is, like, the community wants so much more. Riot. Like, God, it's just so sad watching it, like, flop over. But TF2 is alive. strong as ever because of its community. And honestly, it's a feat in itself. I fucking love that game so much. It's fun to just fuck around. Like, I'm not remotely good, but it's fun to just, like, be brain dead as, like, a scout or something. It's just a fun, funny game that has, like, just a fun environment to be in. Like, League of Legends has, like, cool lore and shit or whatever, right? But its community is not very good. Well, I mean, like, some parts are good, but, like, I don't want to ever meet a vain player in real life. That's all I'm saying. Oh my gosh, yeah, the gas passer is fucking ridiculous on MVM. Which is hilarious because it sucks. It's in, like, the regular version of Team Fortress. Heavy update when they're never gonna fucking do it, but you know, there's still in new players' hearts, there's still hope. Maybe we'll get a new second banana and it'll be like really cool or something. I don't know. I can't predict the future. This version of Misfortune fucked your mother. I don't. What the fuck is this? I know my. What the fuck? You know, this beat's sick. Yo. Oh my gosh. E-clown time. Maybe one day I'll actually ascend to full internet clownhood. But for right now, we are climbing our way to affiliate. Week by week, our army might grow stronger. Who's to know? We've got our VODs channel where this video is gonna go. And I can talk about how much I fucking hate Ruined Misfortune and how, like, they literally just made a better version of her in a different game. It's so weird how that works, you know? Like, so fucking strange. Alright. Smooth this out. We are looking respectfully, chat. We're looking only respectfully. Okay, no. Still, this colors a little bit. And this is pretty fun in general. I'm glad that you guys are sitting with me for this. I'm hoping that these vibes are the kinds that you want for 8 p.m. That's what it is, the time it is for me. Though it's weird thinking about how, like, people are technically in the past and future for you. But that's just how the world works, technically. Time's an illusion. But it makes me very, very scared. The passing of time isn't an illusion, it's just the metrics that are. I feel like I'm in a Crash Bandicoot level, and I probably am in one. I just haven't figured it out yet. I mean, like, living in the simulation isn't all that fucking bad, you know? If you can find any form of happiness, that's, you know, it's real. It might not feel real in the moment, especially if you're having a tough time and all that, but it is. No matter how many universes there are out there, or how meaningless our lives are in the grand scheme of things. I mean, like, you're all watching, like, me, like, just draw someone. I mean, it's not that interesting in the grand scheme of things, but you're here, and that's gonna, you know, track for something, huh? It's not a lot of people, but we're partying. And, you know, as the days go on, this stream's gonna get more and more robust. And maybe you'll actually be able to see my full drawing sometimes. How about that? Could probably add that one to the list of things we need to do. You boogieing. Let's see. Here's a fun idea. If you guys are still into like in chat or something, and you can like hear this right now, you could nominate some champions for the poll that I'm doing. LeBlanc's definitely going on, so you don't really need to waste your breath. But 2 more champions that you'd like to see redesigned or whatever. That would be fun to see where we're going here. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's it is Crash Bandicoot. I'm so fucking confused. I don't know who Alien Gathering is, but okay. Alright, where does this go? Oh shit. I don't fucking know, actually. Oh yeah. I remember what I was doing now. Okay. Alright. Let me actually fucking draw misfortune, actually. I mean, for most designs, it needs a couple passes before it's real good. And, I mean, like, for, like, my art that's on Twitter, a lot of it needs more passes or whatever, but I just kind of send it out there because, you know, it's better to just send it out into the ether unprepared for life. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not, though. I can do this, too. That's fun, right? A mountain. If you've got weed on you, you should have smoked it already. If you've got any prescription pills, I mean, take them as they are, like, instructed to on the bottle. We don't want any poison control on our servers here. But let's see. So that's fun, right? Oh shit, what the fuck is this? Shit. No, my gosh. Alright, that's a good way to sell my mental decline here. No. Yo, this shit goes hard though. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, there we are. Take your prescriptions as they are written on the bottle. It's always important. You know, I feel like this one's gonna go hard though. Boom, 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 boom. Barnacle. Oh my fucking god. Sometimes that's the stress in an artist's life. Sometimes it's bigger, like I drew all of this on the fucking wrong layer. Right now we're not really worrying about layers or erasing shit or really anything. We're not really worried about anything. We're just kind of vibing and, you know. It's just, in general, nice. I hope that next week we get some more news about how Udyr's doing and that kind of thing. We got like a sneak peek of what Black Belt Udyr is gonna look like, but not really. Plus I don't care that much about him, if I'm being real. It's like, it's just kind of not, he's not the character I wish to follow in terms of my League of Legends journey here. I would rather watch, like, Braum fucking lift a bunch of poros out of the sand. Oh, also, in Song of Nuno, I really, really want Braum to be there. Like, Lysandra a definite for that, whole game or whatever. Like, she's bound to be, like, the main antagonist or so. And we might see Sejuani and like, Ash and some people like that. Maybe Tryndamere will actually look like a real, fucking human for once, but I doubt it. Tryndamere's design is awful. And, I mean, like, Olaf's is alright. They just removed the spikes on the helmet. It would be pretty alright. Not very accurate, but, you know. No one uses the base Olaf skin anyhow. They all use Broloff. And it's a really fucking shitty model. Yeah, this is Banjo-Kazooie. What the fuck am I listening to? Nope. Ooh, Resident Evil. This is pretty nice too. Guys, I fixed ruined Misfortune. Misfortune in general is pretty, like, it's funny because they just keep making better versions of her and then going, nah. It's mostly her model's fault though. So, I mean, the animators and everyone working at Riot is trying. They're trying really fucking hard, man. But, man, that model is just ancient. It is dying. It has been dead for 17 years and they are just using. They're just trying to use it. It's real sad. I like how she's a character motivated by trauma and how it's very real and stuff like that. They want to milk the horny over and over. Yeah, and if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Except, like, LeBlanc's model is it kills me whenever I fucking see it. Like, I think I literally have a spasm and go straight to hell when I see it. You know, it's for, you know, their main money maker or whatever, it just doesn't seem like Riot cares all that much about the gals that they use for profit. I mean, like, there's a difference, and, you know, it's not all that subtle, but, you know, it's just, you can do so much, but companies are only really about making money. People had to fight really, really hard for things like, what's it called? Pool party Braum splash, that kind of thing. If you're going to make the females horny, then you have to do the same to the males. And while, like, Riot's kind of listened, they have interpreted that as like, let's make the same male over and over again. Which is sad. Like, Rakan was a breath of fresh air, but it also signaled, like, a decline. And honestly, it's just like, Riot doesn't know what to do with all these characters. I'm wishing for more Yordle lore and all that kind of stuff. It's funny how, like, one little, like, piece of, like, animation and stuff like that can really change your opinions on characters. Like, to me, Corky isn't all that, like, interesting as a character or anything like that. But after I saw, like, him in, like, an actual Yordle, like, what he's supposed to actually look like, it really showed me, like, what his appeal was, which is, he's a cute little fucking old man. That's adorable. He's so fucking cute. Like, we've got, like, Smart went to, like, an actual school grandpa in the form of, like, Heimerdinger. He's a hypocrite and all that stuff. He's pretty important to the story, actually, which is surprising for most Yordles. And then there's Kled, which is the grandpa that somehow uses all the slurs known to mankind, and takes you and the kids to Walmart, I guess. And Corky is the grandparent that's like, oh, do you want some more food? You look a little bit skinny, that kind of thing. Or like they make you a sweater. That's the kind of, those are the vibes that, like, ooze off of Corky in, like, the Don't Mess with Yordles short. And it's so fucking cute, man. And, you know, I like how in Paint the Town, the little comic with Jinx and Ziggs, they really gave Ziggs an actual character besides chaotic. And it's interesting that, like, he is very, like, openly not about killing. He likes blowing up buildings, but he doesn't want people to actually get hurt. And I think that's a very, like, that one little wrinkle in his character really gives him something. It gives you, like, an insight into how Yordles usually think or act. Like, I mean, Rumble definitely uses Reddit, and also uses Axe body spray, but, you know, that's Rumble, and Wright has no fucking idea what to do with him. Sometimes he's in, like, Shurima, other times he's in Bandle City, in their Legends of Runeterra cards, he's in Noxus for some goddamn reason. Makes almost zero sense, but, you know, sure. Really, honestly, most of the Yordles just need, like, major character, like, redesign. Well, not design, like, redesigns. They just need, like, model updates and, you know, like, interactions with one another. Lulu is suffering hard from this, because she's a very meta pick and that kind of thing. So you see Lulu quite often, and you tend to see how absolutely ancient she looks. So it's not fun. Not fun at all. I think we're almost done with Missy Fortune here. Like, with the Tristana rework, we've got some good insight into a lot of things, but it's just, it's a mess. It's a whole stinking mess, and, you know, that's not gonna really be fixed anytime, like, in the near future, but I think that, like, a full Yordle overhaul with, like, a very clear understanding of where, like, humans in Runeterra, like, see them and stuff like that, that would be very good. Also, just give Corky, like, his hyper damage back. He, like, literally just give it back to him. Like, he was fine. You didn't need to change anything, and then you did, and you fucked everything up. You just needed to get, like, a new model. All you had to do. Oh, well. Oh. The fuck is this noise? Heat freaks. This is nice. Watch as this whole fucking video gets... Oh, I can't. I couldn't imagine that. Anyway, yeah. Honestly, I could give, like, less of a shit about like, Shyvana and all that. Like, Shyvana looks awful, don't get me wrong, right? But I don't care about Shyvana. I do not care. Just make Corky fuzzy. Like, that's all you have to do. Just make him fuzzy. Get rid of his weird man shit or whatever. If he's a Yordle, just make him a Yordle. Because he's super fucking cute as one. I made, like, a little, mock-up of, like, him without his hat. Because I think it would be cute if he was, like, if he had, like, floppy, like, Scottish fold ears that kind of look like, hounds. Because he's a dog fighter. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, Yordles just need to be fuzzy. That's literally they are described as by Vel'Koz as literally 99% fur and 1% glee. You know, you should make them furry. Just make them little scrunklies. And everything will be fine, Riot. I swear to fucking God, man. Like, I mean, I know that Tristana and Poppy were originally, like, this goblin race called, like, the Meglings or whatever. But I still like to draw them, like, with, like, furrier than their base designs allow them to be. Mostly because, you know, I feel like female Yordles really shouldn't be that much different. First of all, like, gender in, like, a Fae environment really doesn't make that much sense. If you, like, think about it, they're all spirit creatures. They don't really... Like, you can say that it's, like, because they, like, evolve, well, because they're psychosomatic creatures or whatever, and so as they spent more time with humans, they started to express human concepts like wearing clothes or more pronounced gender identification. But, you know, Honestly, we just need more Yordle lore in general. I've got like a whole like post on why I think that it would be cool if Yordles would be like kind of connected with demons and stuff like that, because they're both spirit creatures. It's in the basis form, like they're soul creatures. They just look different depending on certain things. Like Yordles tend to bend to the culture that they are a part of, and demons tend to take the form based off of what their prey is like, and that kind of thing. And, you know, this goes back to the whole Fizz thing, where he, like, falls into a coma if he doesn't get enough, like, interaction or whatever. I think that Yordles, like, are essentially, like, a counterpoint to demons. Like, they're basically the same creature, it's just that they have slightly differing, like, feeding habits, essentially. So Yordles feed on attention. Also, yes, Yordles can summon demons. That is confirmed by Lulu's quote, "Demons are easy, mister. Elefloops are harder." When Swain says his line, "Master your demons." So that's pretty cool. Also, I have like a little ongoing headcanon that Vhagar and Raum, Swain's demon, are friends because they were both trapped in the immortal Bastion for quite a while. Anyway, back to my Yordle theory. So essentially, I think that they run like on attention, essentially. And that's why they can go off and, like, be separated from the human world for the most part. Because Yordles can give other Yordles the attention that they need. And so over the years, like, that part of Yordle education has just kind of been wiped out, because why would you ever leave the home unless you were like bored or whatever? So most like younger Yordles, like the Timos, Tristanas, Lulus, Vexes, Rumbles, even people like Heimerdinger don't know that what Yordles need to survive is attention at its very core. So they have like a little bit of a misunderstanding there. Because Yordles are essentially souls, but with a furry little body. And Azakana are essentially smaller demons, while Fae, like Pix, are essentially smaller versions of Yordles. And yes, they will go insane. I mean, like, Vhagar is a clear example of the, like, solitary confinement is not good for Yordles. But another example of that is Kled. He is straight up fucking bananas. And, you know, he doesn't have too many visitors because he kills most of them. So, you know, I think I'm onto, like, something here. Or maybe I'm just, like, and screaming at the air. I don't know. But, like, I think I'm starting to understand what, like, Riot is trying to do with Yordles. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. I think that the reason why Vhagar isn't completely and utterly insane is because he he actually did get attention. It's just not very good attention. Mordekaiser saw Vhagar as his favorite. Quote unquote, I gave you fuck, I forgot the line already. Whatever. But yeah, delicious torment or something like that. So yeah, not fun times, but that the basically domestic abuse that Vhagar suffered at the hands of Mordekaiser is probably the only thing that actually kept him alive during his jail visits and that kind of thing. Which is, it's sad, but that's just kind of, I mean, like, Vhagar's whole story is sad. And honestly, I just want him to do better. Okay. Is that on my fucking screen? Okay. I mean, yes. But, you know. I think that, for the most part, like, Mordekaiser, like, in the first place, actually liked Vhagar. It's just over time, as he slowly lost, you know, over his rebirths and stuff like that, he slowly lost his humanity in general. So his kind nature towards Vhagar in general turned into something very sour. What the fuck is going on over there? Oh my god, okay. Let's hope that this video, like this entire thing, won't get immediately copyright claimed into the dirt. Anyway, enjoy this. Because we only have a little bit left to go here. I mean, yeah, that's basically the idea, huh? And an abusive boyfriend. I mean, like, it's best not to think of him as like a Viego of sorts, but more of like a, well, he's not Viego, but he has a relationship with Vhagar that is very much one entrapped in a lot of emotions. And that kind of thing. I mean, like, there's a certain point where it's like, they slowly learned to trust each other, and then once Mordekaiser slowly delved into the descent of like losing his faith in his religion and that kind of thing, he started taking it out on his subordinates. The closest one being, of course, Vhagar. Vhagar literally built Noxian cities from the ground fucking up, man. And, I mean, honestly, I just want to know more about that relationship in general. Because it's one that's very, like, interesting to theorize about. A lot of my stuff's probably gonna change over once we do get, like, a Mordekaiser event. But, like, you know, I can think of a better story uh, in the meantime. Also, this song's fucking rocking. I found it today, and I was like, wow, this goes hard. Feel free to screenshot, man. Let's see. But yeah, I think that it would be a cool, like, way to write Vagar's story, as if, like, when Mordekaiser was human and stuff like that, uh, him and Mordekaiser slowly learned to trust each other, and he was eventually crowned his advisor, stuff like that. Um, and it went pretty well for a while, but then Mordekaiser died, and Vagar was arrested on the account that uh, it was well, it wasn't him that actually killed like original Mordekaiser, but you know that wasn't really good for the royal groups at the time, so they just had him incarcerated again. And so he spent a while in jail just growing brambles and slowly crying to himself or something. Mordekaiser gets resurrected. He breaks Vagar out of his cell, all that. And event like all upon the loss of his faith, Mordekaiser doesn't know what to do. He takes it out on what used to be his closest ally, that kind of thing. Also, it would have. I think it's just a funny concept if uh, that, but you know.
Try our spicy Cajun chicken salad with sliced, grilled Cajun seasoned.
Oh my gosh. Alright. No, no more of that. I'm probably gonna have to cut some part of this video out, but that'll be something for future me to decide. Alright. Do some, I guess, some calligraphy here. And we are done. I hope everyone had a fun time during the stream. I know I did. I rambled about chilies and burning my fucking mouth and about the new, what's it called? Roadmap for April or something. Anyway. I hope that everyone has a good time watching me repeat things about Misfortune here. It's a fun name overall, but I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you again maybe next week. I'll be coming out with a poll for all of you guys to fill out, and I'm gonna like retweet it a bunch of times. Thank you for being here, Fron. And thank you all for being here. It's just nice to chill out with everyone. I'm glad that we're just a small little community, but we're gonna grow a little bit more each and every time. If you want to follow, if you haven't already followed, I would really appreciate that. We're gonna get to maybe affiliate sometime in the next 10 years. I'm hoping. But anyway, I'll see you guys again sometime in the near future. Alright, guys. Good night.